Have you ever felt that? That strange pull, like your soul is being called? That soft ache in your chest that doesn't come from sadness, but from connection? If yes, then stay with me. Because today, I'm going to share the signs that appear when someone misses you deeply. Not casually, not for entertainment, but deeply. Like they can't shake you from their heart, no matter how hard they try. And listen carefully. Because some signs won't come through words. They will come through energy, emotions, coincidences, and moments that feel too real to ignore. Sometimes, one of the first signs is the sudden, unstoppable thoughts about them. Not the type of thinking where you choose to remember them. It happens on its own. You could be busy working, scrolling, eating, laughing with people. And still, out of nowhere, they appear in your mind like a message delivered straight to your heart. This happens because energy travels. Emotions travel. And when someone misses you deeply, their thoughts have weight. They don't just think of you lightly. They replay you in their mind. They revisit memories. They wonder what you're doing. They wish they could speak to you. And that intensity creates a connection you can feel. Another sign is dreaming about them repeatedly. Dreams are not always random. Sometimes they are reflections of emotions that exist beyond distance. When someone misses you deeply, they carry you in their heart even when they sleep. Their soul reaches for you when their mind becomes quiet. And that's why you may dream of them more vividly than ever. The dream might feel so real that you wake up confused, emotional, or even peaceful. Like you just met them in another world. And what makes it more powerful is when the dream stays with you throughout the day. You keep remembering their eyes, their voice, the feeling of being close to them. That's not always imagination. Sometimes it's connection. You may also notice emotional waves that make no sense. One moment you are fine, the next moment you feel a deep sadness or a sudden longing or an unusual warmth in your heart. You might even feel like crying without any reason. But the truth is, when someone misses you deeply, they are emotionally calling for you. And because you once shared a bond, that emotion echoes inside you too. It's as if your heart is picking up a signal, like a radio catching a frequency you didn't ask for. But you can't turn it off. And then there are the strange coincidences. You hear their name everywhere. A random stranger says it. A video mentions it. A song includes it. It keeps appearing like life is trying to whisper something to you. Or maybe you see their birthday number, their lucky number, their favorite place, their favorite color, their type of car. Something that reminds you of them so specifically that you stop and think, why is this happening? And the reason is simple. When someone misses you deeply, the universe has a way of placing reminders around you to wake you up. Because sometimes love speaks through patterns, not messages. One powerful sign is when you suddenly feel the urge to check your phone, even though it didn't ring. You open it thinking you received a text, a call, a notification, but there's nothing. Yet the feeling was so strong that you couldn't ignore it. This happens when someone is about to reach out, or when they are thinking about doing it. But they are fighting their pride, fear, or hesitation. They miss you deeply, and their heart wants to connect, but their mind is holding them back. And while they struggle inside, you feel it. Your intuition starts pulling you toward your phone like it's expecting them. Another sign is when old memories suddenly become alive again. You remember little things you forgot for years. The way they laughed, the way they looked at you, a specific sentence they said, the sound of their footsteps. A moment you thought was small, but now it replays in your mind like a movie. That happens because deep missing creates deep remembering. When someone misses you, they don't just miss the big moments. They miss the tiny details. They miss your presence, the silence with you, the comfort of your energy. And because you were connected, those memories come back to you too. Sometimes the sign is even physical. You might feel a sudden tightness in your chest, like a heart pull. You might feel butterflies out of nowhere. You might feel a warm sensation in your stomach. Or you might feel restless, unable to sleep properly. You toss and turn as if your body is aware of something your mind cannot explain. When someone misses you deeply, the bond can become so intense that your body responds before your mind understands. And let's talk about something many people don't mention: the sign of sudden silence. When someone misses you deeply, they don't always show it by calling you. Sometimes they go quiet. Sometimes they disappear. Because missing you hurts. And instead of reaching out, they try to control it. They try to distract themselves. They try to convince themselves they don't need you. They may act strong on the outside, but inside, they are breaking. The deeper someone misses you, the more they may fear talking to you again. Because one conversation could reopen everything they've been trying to bury. You may also notice that you feel their presence even when they are not there. Like when you are walking alone and suddenly you feel as if someone is beside you. Or when you enter a room and for a split second you think you'll see them. Or when you sit quietly and it feels like their energy is sitting with you. That's because missing creates spiritual closeness. Even if distance separates you, emotion collapses that distance. When someone misses you deeply, their spirit keeps returning to you. Their heart keeps looking for you. Their energy keeps visiting you. Another sign is when you start hearing songs that describe your exact connection. Songs about missing someone. Songs about regret. Songs about wanting to come back. Songs about love that never ended. And these songs appear in a row, like life is playing a soundtrack of your story. Music is powerful because it speaks to the subconscious. And when someone misses you deeply, those messages will keep finding you. Have you ever felt like time suddenly slowed down? Like certain days feel heavy? Like the nights feel longer? Like your heart feels more quiet than usual? That could also be a sign. Because missing creates a pause in the heart. When someone misses you deeply, it's like a part of them is stuck in a memory with you. A part of them is living in the past while they pretend to live in the present. And because you're connected, you feel the weight of that pause too. Sometimes, you may even sense their mood. You might randomly feel anxiety, or you might suddenly feel peaceful, and later you find out they were going through something at the same time. This is common when two hearts are connected strongly. When someone misses you deeply, they are emotionally exposed. Their energy becomes loud, and you pick it up like a quiet message. Now let me tell you one of the most obvious signs. They start appearing indirectly. Maybe they don't contact you directly, but they watch your stories. They like an old picture. They follow and unfollow. They ask about you through friends. They bring up your name in conversations. They try to act casual, but their actions reveal their heart. This is what people do when they miss you but don't know how to approach you. Their pride fights their love. Their fear fights their desire. But missing always leaks out. You might also experience a sudden change in your own mood when you think about them. Even if you had moved on. Even if you thought that you were over it. Suddenly, one thought of them makes your heart soften, or hurt, or smile. That's because deep connections don't vanish easily. If someone misses you deeply, they awaken something in you too, even if you try to ignore it. And this sign is important. You feel pulled toward healing. When someone misses you deeply, it can trigger spiritual growth. You start reflecting. You start understanding what went wrong. You start changing habits. You start improving your life. Not because you're trying to impress them, but because the connection forces you to face your own heart. Sometimes the universe uses missing as a teacher. It shows you what matters. It shows you what love really is. It shows you what you deserve. Another sign is random moments of gratitude for them. Even if things ended badly, even if you were hurt, you suddenly feel thankful that they were part of your life. You remember the good. You start forgiving. This doesn't mean you should run back to someone who is toxic. But it does mean the bond touched something deep inside you. And when someone misses you deeply, your soul often responds with reflection rather than anger. Sometimes, the sign appears as a sudden urge to visit a place connected to them. A restaurant, a street, a shop, a park, a city. You don't even plan it. The idea just comes, and you feel drawn toward it. That's because energy is tied to places. And when someone misses you deeply, those places become emotionally alive again. And let's talk about the sign of unexpected messages from strangers. You might be scrolling and find a quote that feels like it was written for you. Or someone randomly says, "I was thinking about you." Or, "You came to my mind today." Or you open a book and a sentence stands out like a direct sign. These little moments might seem random, but they can be gentle confirmations that you are being remembered deeply by someone who can't speak to you. Now here's something you must understand clearly. Missing doesn't always mean someone is meant to return. Sometimes someone misses you because they regret losing you. Sometimes someone misses you because they didn't appreciate you. Sometimes someone misses you because they are lonely and you were the one who made them feel safe. And sometimes someone misses you because you were the purest love they ever experienced. So the real question is not just, do they miss me? The real question is, do they deserve me now? Because someone can miss you deeply and still not be ready to love you properly. Someone can miss you deeply and still be too immature to come back with clarity. Someone can miss you deeply and still repeat the same mistakes. So if these signs are happening, don't let it make you weak. Let it make you wise. If they truly miss you deeply, they will eventually reach a point where their heart becomes stronger than their pride. They will feel your absence so loudly that silence becomes painful. They will realize that losing you was not peace, it was loss. And one day, you may receive a message, a call, or a sudden apology that feels like it came out of nowhere. But you'll know it didn't come out of nowhere. It came from months of missing you in silence. But even if they never contact you, your worth does not reduce. Your beauty does not fade. Your value does not depend on someone's regret. Sometimes people miss you forever because you were their lesson, and you were meant to become someone else's blessing. So if you've been feeling these signs, take a deep breath. Don't panic. Don't chase. Don't beg the universe for answers. Just sit with your heart and ask yourself, what is this teaching me? Because when someone misses you deeply, it's not only about their feelings, it's also about your awakening. You are not crazy for feeling it. You are not weak for thinking about them. You are not foolish for hoping. You are human, and your heart knows when it is being remembered. So tonight, if you feel that quiet ache again, if you feel that invisible pull again, close your eyes for a moment and speak to your soul softly. If they are meant to return, they will return with effort, honesty, and change. If they are not meant to return, then this feeling will pass, and something better will find you. But no matter what happens, remember this. Someone missing you deeply is proof that your presence mattered. Your love was felt, your energy was unforgettable, and even if they never say it out loud, your absence is speaking for you. If this message touched your heart, take a moment to breathe and comment, "I feel it," so you don't carry this alone. And if you want more videos like this, deep, real, spiritual, and healing, subscribe and stay close. Because you are not here by accident. You are here because your heart is being called.